Well, guys, we can finally say goodbye to 2020.
Finally.
It's been one hell of a
See
year,
ya.
one shitty year, one very strange and weird year, but we can finally put it in its coffin and send it down the ground. 6
As
feet
Zach
beneath.
would say, bye, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia.
I would say that. I am very ghetto.
Yeah.
Now we look forward to 2021, where we're going to be doing in that. Very exciting. Hopefully everything gets back to normal soon.
Yeah.
I hope.
Alex,
we can
do
only
us a
hope.
favor. Please don't ruin 2021 with some of your Alex shenanigans.
Explain to me my shenanigans.
I never know what you
about.
have up your sleeve. I don't know. You're a man of mischief, I gotta say. Not in a good
Maybe
way.
another pandemic.
Yes.
Andrew nationwide curfew at 3 p.m. so you can take your nap.
Yep.
No, I think what this pandemic has done, and this whole year has done, is it's kind of like put into perspective of how do we do without seeing and being around the people that you love the most, like your friends, for instance. Like, how has it changed who you are, how you appreciate the people in your life? And I'm like, man, dude, you don't know until they're like gone. But you guys aren't gone. You're just like not with us, Like, we're not with each other. You know what I'm saying? So it's like this pandemic was like, man, I miss my friends, like seeing them, interacting with them in person. Yeah. And it's just like, hopefully in 2021 we can finally get back to that, because I miss it so much.
Yeah, you're a very hands-on person. I'm surprised you made it this long.
Oh boy, it's tough, man. Like,
it was touch and go for those first few months, I remember.
Yeah. And
I was quite worried.
Mm-hmm. In the past few days, the holidays are pretty much over now. You're just sitting there and doing nothing. You're like, what am I doing? There's just this big emptiness, in some people's lives. It's just like, what am I supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? I can't really go anywhere. Can't really, go see anybody. So it's just like, what am I doing, man? And then also, this year has been the previous year, a big opportunity to get to know your family a lot better. If you don't really talk to them, if you're an in and out person, going in and out of your house, now you were forced to stick around and talk to these people and really get to know them. And I gotta say, it was good and bad. It's good and bad. Why? Because you get to talk to your family. Also bad is you get to talk to your family about a bunch of things that you probably didn't want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? I know I for one have had that.
Like to talk to our family. I feel
yes, but I feel like there's so much of your family that you can take. You know what I mean? That's why people move out. That's why people go other places.
There's other reasons.
Yeah, they'll move out because
I'm
I
sure.
hate you.
Out of spite.
No, not just out of spite, but pettiness, annoyingness, some stuff like that. It could be very minor, very small, but it's just there. Now I'm curious, what do you guys think 2021 is gonna hold for you guys? What do you think? Because Michael, now you're done with school. Now you get to focus on your career, your job, whatever. What are you hoping that 2021 brings you?
Money. Hella money. No. I don't know. It's kind of weird when you graduate. You really, you're either, you know exactly where you're going, or you don't. I would say I'm more on the don't side, because psychology is such an open field, and I haven't narrowed it specifically. I have a few kind of areas I would want to look into, but for the most part, a lot of jobs strictly relating to psychology, they get taken up very fast because it's a very common major, especially at my school, as I've gone over multiple times. But then there are jobs like being a registered behavior technician that are in very high demand because not a lot of people want to do them. That job would be more of my fallback. But I'm honestly hoping that even with the pandemic going, 2021 is not I really hope I don't go the whole year without finding a job in my field. That would kind of be a bummer. Even though I know that happens for a lot of people. On YouTube, there's so many videos of people saying, oh, you got a major or a degree in psychology, good luck finding a job. But in my mind, I'm maybe these people are just being, I don't know, negative, being pessimistic. So I want to be more optimistic about it, but we shall see. I'm hoping. Alex, give me whatever good juice you got to have a good year, all right? I know you don't have a lot of good juice, but give me whatever good juice you got.
What do you mean by good juice? What do you mean?
Good vibes, good energy.
Oh, good vibes, good vibes.
Yeah.
Listen, man, don't doubt yourself. You know, like a lot of people like say that they're not good at things or say like they might not get it or tell you that is because they didn't get it or they haven't gotten it yet. So, you know, don't take that negativity and put it on yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh yeah,
go and be you. Go out there and do things. Now, obviously, because of the current pandemic, that might be a little tougher. But I feel like if you put your mind, you know, if you really get out there and try hard enough, I think that you'll get your career started. The job that you want. And I feel like, well, you know, maybe it might not be the exact job that you want at that moment, but maybe it's in the field. You know, maybe you get that, you take that, you build upon that, you build up your resume, whatever, get that experience that you need because, you know, everybody says you need experience. Like the degree don't matter, basically, unless you got experience. So
yeah,
take any experience that you can get and apply that and excel in that. So maybe, you know, one day, hopefully soon, you could get the career that you want. So yeah, hopefully that happens. Too is,
I was thinking about that too. Like, damn it, like I really had to graduate right when COVID's like at the peak, and it's like, fuck, like how, all I can do really is apply like online, which a lot of places do, but there are a lot of them where you have to go there in person. You know, they're really old fashioned. It's like, no, you need to come in and get an application. It's like, well, now I don't really want to. I don't really want to go anywhere. I don't want to be all masked up going in there, but. We'll see, Alex. We'll see. I'll keep you posted.
Bro, you can do it.
Every day.
I believe in you. You can do it. You're strong enough.
I believe in myself, too. You know, like in college, you would always go to ratemyprofessor.com, and you'd always see these students that are like, don't ever take this teacher. This is the worst teacher ever. This class was so hard. And then you take it yourself, and it's like, that wasn't really that hard.
Yeah.
What were all these kids talking about? So you kind of, at the end, you're like, you start assuming, like, you know what, these kids are probably getting, like, C's, D's, don't really care for homework, don't really give a shit about school, so they're just, like, being pissed off.
Yeah.
Like,
that,
I have to do things?
The one exception was that professor I was always bitching about this last semester. He was just really awful. Yeah. Because it was a classic case of, I'm a straight A student, but this guy, I damn near failed his class. So that's, I feel like
what did you end up getting? What was your final grade?
Oh. Yeah, which is another whole thing of like, wow, I really kind of squashed all those bad reviews.
Yeah.
All these curveballs he's throwing us. So I felt proud about it.
It did sound like those reviews were well earned on his part.
Yes. Oh, yes. He surely went out of his way to. It was kind of messed up to see just how unwilling he was to be understanding of everyone's situation, especially during the pandemic. Like, you know, things come up, things happen in life, and I'm so thankful for those professors that know that and accept it, and they're like, you know what, you know, like, something happened in your family, you need to turn this in a day or two late, that's fine. I'm not going to dock you points. But this guy's like, nope, nothing, no exceptions. Your power goes out. He said that's not an emergency. Power going out is not an emergency.
Does he expect you to have like a hand crank generator just ready to go on the side?
What? He just said it's the student's responsibility to make sure they have a stable internet connection, and I was just like, sometimes it's just not within your control.
Yeah.
There was that one day you sent us a picture where you were like out of power for like the entire day because somebody ran into one of the poles across the street.
A week before an exam. And I think this person was drunk because the pole was on the wrong side of the road from the direction he was driving. So he was going like into oncoming traffic, the direction that he hit this pole. And there's a pretty long divider, so he was on that side for a while. And yeah, sure enough, we lost power for, I think, I want to say like half a day, almost a full day. It happened at like 3 p.m. It wasn't back up until I want to say like 4 or 5 a.m. The next day.
Yeah.
And if that had happened when I was taking the exam, I am sure he would have said, sorry, you're out of luck.
Should have thought of that.
Yeah.
Should have planned ahead.
Someone had, they were taking the first exam, they answered the first question, and they accidentally clicked submit quiz instead of next question.
Mm-hmm.
And so they only got that one question. I don't even know if they got that question right, but they just submitted that one. And they're like, oh my God, the buttons are right next to each other.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, Professor, I clicked the wrong thing. And he's just like, there's nothing I can do. I'm sorry. Like, how is there nothing you can do? You can definitely just be like, oh, I'll clear the score. Mm-hmm. Do it again.
Yeah.
Like, that's an obvious mistake. It's not like they're trying to cheat their way through it, but whatever. Made it through. So, pour one out for all those students that did not make it through, unfortunately.
Yeah. Really, I mean, it's good though, because like I again, like I said, like you're a strong person, I feel like.
Thank you.
And like again, it is hard times with COVID, but I still think if you do get an interview and you got to be in person, take it, bro, because there's a lot of people that don't have work, they don't have job opportunities, so especially because if there's like, you know, if you do have an opportunity, take it, because people need jobs right now. A lot of people do. They don't have them.
I would definitely do it. I just meant more like if it's like you don't know about the job unless you go in there. And
ask. I got you. Yeah.
Like, I don't want to go door to door I don't even know where I would go with the psych degree. Just saying, are you hiring? But they're like, no, because you see that in the movies all the time. They're just like, I'd like to apply for a job. They're just like, boom, application. But there wasn't even a help wanted. It was just like, here you go. And that doesn't really happen, not in my experience. But my dad would always say to do that.
Yeah.
Like, coming out of high school. Like, just start applying places. And I was doing it online, and he's like, why aren't you going out? And I was like, it's all online. What do you mean? He's like, no, you need to go look around for, like, people that have help wanted signs. I'm like, they don't do that. Unless it's, like, a dishwasher or something.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think that's just a different era. And he probably just hasn't realized that. It's not like that anymore.
Oh, yeah. Alex.
Yo.
I have some news.
Mm.
I wanted to save it for when Andrew shows up, but I just want to bring it up now. You remember the tardigrades?
Yeah.
That I talked about like a long time ago.
Yeah.
They're evolving.
I think I heard something about that, but continue.
Oh, yeah. I found out about it, I think today. Either today or yesterday. They now can survive lethal UV radiation.
For real? Well, that's not good.
For anyone who's new to the podcast or just don't know what the hell we're talking about, tardigrades are like a microscopic organism that basically can't be killed by, well, I think they can.
They can. It's just extremely difficult.
Very resilient to heat, cold. They can survive the vacuum of space. There was an incident a year ago where they were on like a spacecraft to the moon, and that craft crashed.
And now they're just roaming free on the moon.
Yeah, so now they're probably breeding by the millions on the moon since they can live. And now they found a subspecies that can survive, like I said, UV radiation.
Yep.
So they're getting even stronger, even better. Alex, what do you think of this?
Well, it seems like 2021 is going to be
the year of the tardigrade.
Potentially worse, I would say. Maybe not, maybe so. But like in terms of like the news, like what you're saying, like, again, I don't think a tardigrade is very, like, threatening to us. No? It's just, like, I don't think it is. Maybe I'm wrong, but
do you know what they eat, Alex?
No, I don't.
They eat people.
For real?
They could.
They could. That definitely isn't good.
And,
I mean, that's definitely not good.
Oh, movie. In Ant-Man. I think it was Ant-Man and the Wasp, too. When he's going... subatomic or whatever, quantum realm.
Oh,
they warn him, watch out for the tardigrades. And I'm like, how? Like, I know he's going small, but I would think those are bigger than how small he was going.
Yeah, I don't think that they're that small. I think that they're
going down.
But I think that's also kind of the point, that they're also just massive. For when he's down there, because like they're super super small, but like, I don't know what size he went to at first, but like. He wasn't that small, so those tardigrades would probably be around.
So I don't know what they actually eat. Like, if they were to multiply, I don't think they would consume the moon. I don't know what's up there for them to eat. I'm actually really
curious. Now I want to look this up.
Because I would have to assume they could also survive for a long time without food.
I believe that they can, I think, but like...
But I don't know what that stuff is like... Just eat moon rocks.
No, I don't think so yet.
Oh, well, then they're screwed.
That stuff, yeah. That's fucking gross.
Alex, you should put up a picture of them.
I will.
Yeah, they are
a picture.
Scary looking.
And I'll send you a picture of they glow in the dark.
Oh, they do?
Now.
Oh,
the
my
UV
God.
resistant ones, they glow. It's like a nice little warm blue.
Where were they discovered? Like, I can't remember if we talked about that. Like, did they just find them, like, on space, on, like, the moon or something, or what happened?
No, they're indigenous here. Right? Oh. They're, like, everywhere.
They're earthbound, yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, fuck.
I don't know when they discovered them.
Mm-hmm. I mean, did you guys see that there was, like, a article, like, saying, like, there's going to be, like, in 180 days, there's going to be a dump of UFO information from the government in 2021.
I saw something about UFOs, but I did not click it.
How come? Why did you click it?
I didn't know what it was. I was like, this is probably some people who wear tinfoil hats making these articles.
Everybody likes to think that, but bro, I think it's
that's
think
only
it's
from when the bill passes too. So the countdown hasn't started yet.
True. Yeah, you're right. But it's supposed to happen in this year. Supposed to. So
what is this? See. Someone they bullied them into releasing information or what?
Well, I think it's because like all those like people are just talking about it, and like people like like Navy pilots and all that just talk about it, and like they're saying like, well, the public deserves to know what's happening and all that stuff. Like it's like a kind of like a crime on like if you're not telling them or something like that. But like I was thinking like because a few weeks before that, some author wrote like claims that there's like a galactic federation out there and that Earth is like part of it, but like nobody's gonna say.
Not an author.
I thought he wrote a book or something.
Well, I mean, he might have written a book, but he was the former Israeli intelligence officer.
Yeah. He was that.
Or space organization head or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like the head of their NASA.
Yeah. And he said that we're part of a galactic federation, but like they haven't said that we are or made it public yet because like they think that humanity is not ready for that kind of news. And I'm just like salivating at my mouth like I need to know this, man. This is my dream. This has to happen. I want to be a part of
that
this.
Same man. You do have to take it with a grain of salt because I believe he's like 90 something.
Yes. He's so very old.
Easily be
very old.
Off his rocker.
Yeah. He could be, but there's also a slight possibility that he isn't. So I'm gonna take that slight possibility and be like, okay, this could be real. I am so ready because I want to be a part of this galactic federation. I want to enlist. I want to pilot one of these ships. And I want to see the universe. I want that so bad. 2021, please be my darling year and let this happen for me. I want to pilot a starship so bad. Like, that would be amazing. And
Alex, don't take this the wrong way, but out of everybody on the planet, I think you're towards the bottom of the list of the people that we should send.
I don't think so because for one, I am a believer. I'm not a denier. I'm not saying like, oh, you're wrong, bullshit. And if it turns out that I am wrong, I will take that fully, that I am wrong, 100%. But as it is right now, 2021 could be the year of the aliens, and I want that to happen so bad because one, if you were a denier, are you still going to deny it? Like, I know that there's got to be some people that if they see a walking flesh and blood alien, they will say, no, it's fake, bro, or who cares? Like, that just kind of boggles my mind. I don't understand that. I mean, I hope...
if we didn't live in the age of technology that we do, mm-hmm. I'd probably be, if it was like 200 years ago, I'd be like, I saw these photos and stuff, I'd be like, that shit's real.
Mm-hmm.
But now, today, it's a little harder to...
Well, what's your stance on it? Like, what do you say about it? Like, what do you say that you think it's not real? Like when you see like the videos of like the things flying super fast, like what do you think it is?
Well, I mean, in those things, it's just like a glowing white dot or whatever, very fuzzy, always low quality, very fast, like blink of an eye kind of thing, and it's like, oh, like there's this light over there.
It's almost like the pictures of Bigfoot where it's always out of focus from like a mile away.
Yes.
It's not enough for me to be like, that's a UFO.
But have you seen like what they do in the photo though? Like I know it's like not like super clear
until I see a ship like land and an alien comes out of it and everything. I can see it clearly.
Yes.
Then up until then, it's all very, I don't know, hearsay. Like I can't take that as proof, bro.
Dude, how is that hearsay? It's the video evidence.
We don't know if it's legitimate.
It's not unleashed. it's like revealed by the U.S. Navy. How is that not? How is that fake?
I don't know. I don't know, man. All right, I have my beliefs. You have yours. You're much easier to.
I know, but there's evidence of it. I'm just trying to get to the bottom of why you don't believe it. I just want to know. You just not want to believe it, or do you just like
say that? I told you what I needed to believe.
There is so much evidence, bro. There is so much. If you look for it.
Let me do a quick Google search.
But then again, if you say, I understand like the pressure of saying that you believe in aliens, right? People think that you're crazy, that you're a conspiracy theorist. You know, like you said, the aluminum hat, whatever, the tin hat. I understand that. I think that everybody takes into that consideration that could possibly happen, but I still think, I don't know, man. I got that gut feeling, like I want it to be real so bad that I'm going to wanna.
I'll tell you what happens.
Hope it happens.
I'll tell you what, Alex. These evidence, these videos, these photos. We have, I don't know, whenever cinema started, we've had so many movies about aliens. Mm-hmm. It's always the same shit. Mm-hmm. It's always a disc, a saucer.
Yes.
It's got a little bubble where the cockpit is. The alien always comes out and has that big round top, long face, really long lanky limbs. If I see that shit, if I see that UFO in these realistic photos, I already know it's bullshit.
Well, no, because you know why they do that, right? You know Roswell?
No.
Well, that's why they're like that, because like I think there was like an incident or something involving Roswell being like a base or something. Like somebody saw something like that. And I think a lot of the fucking Hollywood people got like a glimpse of it or a taste of it, or they said it to Hollywood. So now they kind of base it off that. That's why they all look the same. So maybe like they saw that. That's why like a lot of like aliens that you see like Close Encounters and all that have like the big head and the big eyes. They look like that, but they're referencing like I think the Roswell incident or whatever, something like that. So like if I understand like as soon when you see like it looks like it's from a fucking movie like that. Maybe it's because that's what they actually look like. Maybe that's what they are. We don't know.
I was talking to Zach the other day about this thing that happens with our brains. And I'll connect it in a second. So if you were to try to think of a face, try and create a mental image of a face of someone you've never seen before, you literally cannot do it. Even if you're creating a face, you're like, I've never seen this person. You're pulling different information from faces you have seen and combining it into something that's familiar to you, but it seems like it's foreign. So for these aliens and stuff, if it's a picture of something that I cannot think that I could have possibly like created in my own imagination, then I would say someone made this, because the aliens always have, it's so stupid, they always have 2 arms, 2 legs, the appendages that we have, 2 eyes, a mouth. If extraterrestrial life exists, it cannot all come back to that same basic form that we have. What are the odds of that?
I'm not sure, but like, you know, like if somebody did see them and drew them up like that, then maybe that's why they look like that, because somebody actually saw them.
So then the one person that saw them, and then everyone based it off of that, and it's just been going in a cycle. So now we've conformed that that's what aliens look like.
Well, there's other alien species that we created, like an Alien, you know, Halo, Star Trek, all that. They all look different. They're not all the same. But I'm just saying, like, in that era.
Those are movies. I'm saying the actual evidence photos. If it looks like those common alien tropes that we see, then I'm not going to believe it.
Shoot, what if it's like right at your doorstep, and then you're
if
like,
it's at my doorstep, then yes, I'm gonna.
Then I'll believe it. Then I'll believe it. Then right, it's right then and there. Do you think
Michael's just so stubborn, like, nope, shut the door?
I don't know, man. I don't think you're that stubborn on that, but it's like you're passionate and you're strong.
You are somewhat stubborn
on your disbelief of it, which is, you know, would butt heads with me, obviously.
It's because we live in a world of fake news, and it's like people can digitize photos and make them look however they want, and people fall for it. And so I try to be like, you know what, maybe this isn't real. I can't I don't watch stuff that's like conspiracy theories videos. Yeah. You probably watch a lot more than me, but
I've seen a few. I've definitely seen a few. Yeah.
I don't believe in my own scientific process to differentiate between what's real and what's not real of photos of aliens.
Yeah, yeah.
So I feel like that'd be just kind of dangerous to myself if I were to see it and then start spreading it to everyone else. Like, yo, this shit's real. Look at this photo. Did you see this? This is an alien. And they start believing it and just keeps passing on like a sickness.
I just hope it happens. I want it so badly. Like, it's just like something I've been terrified of aliens for like a long time. Like when I saw Science,
terrified.
I was like, bro, I don't want any part of this. I'm like, I don't even want to think that there's other beings out of this planet on the planet. You know, that just freaked me out. And then I think I was just bored one day and started looking up, videos on that stuff. And I'm like, oh man, I want this to be real so bad. Like, I flipped within an instant. Like, from not wanting it to be real at all to I hope it's real, because I want to, and especially with all this stuff I've been seeing, the videos and all that, some photos, I'm like, oh, please be real. And if you think about it, bro, there's no way that people like actually believe that they're like, we are the only intelligent life in the universe, right? Like, I think that's like a bit ignorant to think. Like,
I was about to touch on that. I would 100% say there is life out there besides us.
Yeah, there has to be.
But I would also say the probability of them finding us, contacting us, doing those whole cat and mouse bullshit of their ships coming in, we can barely see them, then they're gone.
Yeah.
Is like so low. It's such a very specific way for them to contact us or find our planet that it doesn't make sense to me why that would happen.
Well, that's because
if they have the technology to get here and observe us, they have the technology to send way more things and try and, I don't know, they don't have to get that close to observe us. If they have space travel technology, they could observe us from fucking space.
Well, we don't know that. Like, if they did that, then we would never see things like in, like, those videos. Those wouldn't even be there. Like, my theory
That's
is
the point.
my thought is that I think that they might be doing the prime directive, like in Star Trek. So that whole thing is like, if, say, like, you're an advanced species, right, and you're like, you're just going through space and you stumble across a civilization on another planet that has not developed the warp drive. You cannot reveal yourself, because in Star Trek they say if you reveal yourself to them, then you will probably, you will tamper the way of their progression, like natural progression of how to get to that. And they do that in the second movie, Star Trek Into Darkness. And I'm just thinking, like, maybe that is the thing. Maybe they don't want to, like, fully show themselves because we haven't gotten to that point where they are yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe they're way many years ahead of us. Or maybe they just have elements that we don't have to make that stuff. Maybe that's it. Maybe they're not even carbon-based. Maybe they don't have, aluminum or whatever that we have. It's just it opens up a whole can of worms of what it could be. And it's fascinating to me because I don't want to stop believing. I want to believe. I want to be in there. I just want to see it so badly. 2021, please do it. Please do it.
Zach, I feel like, do you have any thoughts on this? On the aliens?
I think Alex kind of missed your point a little bit. But that's nothing new. But if it helps you, Alex, there's a growing belief amongst the scientific community that our galaxy alone is filled with alien civilizations.
Yes.
And most of them are probably long dead.
Mostly, yeah. I can see that, yeah, for sure. There's got to be some alive.
They just advance to the point where their technology ends up killing them, whether it's through, like, nuclear war or like happening now is pollution throughout their the biosphere, so they can't live anymore. But then that also means that there's probably still quite a few that are alive, but you also have to think just how big everything is. So the likelihood that any of them could ever get to us or find us, it's pretty low.
It's low. It is very low, but I feel like there's still a sliver of hope that it could happen. Just a small sliver. Like
you also this premise of yours that you want it to happen, you want to meet him so bad. This is all on the assumption that they want peace. If they want fucking war, bro, and they have this technology, we're done. We lost.
But I feel like if they wanted to destroy us, they already would have. Wouldn't you think?
If they wanted to contact us, they already
any of this
would
was
have.
true.
True, yes, it is. But like hypothetically, if we think about it, like if they really wanted us dead, don't you think that they would have already done it by now? Like
That's
just think
if they
about it.
already found us.
Which I believe that they have. I think that they have.
Okay.
Destroy us how though? Like if they just blow up our planet, that's kind of a waste.
It is a waste, but like if they think that we're a threat, because I've been listening to a lot of podcasts and things about this, and a lot of people think that are saying that I kind of agree with it, but I'm also a bit on the fence with. Was after that we discovered, how to make an atomic bomb, there was an uptick in visits because I guess like the civilizations saw that we created this out of our elements. They're like, oh boy, we got to go make sure that they're not blowing themselves up or doing anything bad for the planet. So that's another theory. Like, what if they're just
they
there?
Didn't stop it.
I know that, but
there was
like,
an uptick in visits or reports of visits?
Not visits. My bad. Reports, sighting reports. After we
gotta be
dropped the
careful
bomb.
with correlations, bro.
After we dropped the bomb. Well, this is all just a conspiracy anyway, so like, it might not
You
even
put
be
so
true.
much faith into these conspiracies.
Well, when I hear it, I'm like, oh, please be real, man. Come
How
on.
could this be wrong?
I don't want it to be wrong. I want it to be real so badly. Like, I don't want it to be wrong.
Because if you said the atomic bomb was created, then there was a correlation of reported sightings. I could also see
sightings, like once we dropped the bombs. After that, there's been like more reported sightings of these things. So maybe like
I would also assume that like paranoia probably played a factor in that.
True.
Just fear.
Yeah.
And people are creating all of these things, but I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, Alex, I don't know if you're much of a history buff, but if you recall, after the atomic bomb was created, that was the end of the Second World War, and then the start of the Cold War, which was a time of, people being super, super afraid of everything.
Yes.
So they just see something shiny. It could just be like a weather balloon. They're like, oh,
that's it.
Aliens are communists.
Yes, it could be, but there's also things that people have seen that they can't explain. That it's not natural.
That's nothing new.
But I think that if it keeps continuing like this, and nations aren't like saying publicly like, oh yeah, that was us. Oh yeah, we have that. Then it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. If it's not us, then who is it?
Tell you what, Alex.
Like
once
humans.
I see PewDiePie put up a video that he spotted a UFO, I'll believe it. Mm-hmm. I'll believe that. He's a credible.
He's Swedish. He can't lie.
What if they
I trust him.
Take him up into space and like this is the pinnacle human. He has like the most like following on this thing called the internet. He's very popular. A lot of people like him. A lot of people don't like him. So he's got to be, very well known within the human race. So let's take him up. Let's see what he's all about. And then he comes back. And then he's like, yeah, they just want to, do experiments and all that. That's all they wanted. And
that's it.
Would you believe him then? Would you believe that aliens are real?
If he's saying that, then yeah, what the fuck does he... Okay.
But like I said, like
such a crazy hypothetical.
Like I know it's hypothetical. That's the thing. But it's like if that happened, like you see a thumbnail, I was abducted. This is what they said.
I don't think he'd make a YouTube video on it.
Oh,
I think
are you joking?
Be all over the news. No, I don't think he'd come back home and be like, I should make a YouTube video about this.
Hey, what's up, guys? I got abducted, but first, before I tell you about that, hit that like and subscribe button.
Yeah, you're right about that. They could easily monetize it. Like, oh yeah, give me cash money. But yeah, this year is super promising. I hope it's gonna be a good year. Zach, did you have anything that you wanted to share about what 2021 holds for you?
I mean, I don't know, but I'm optimistic. I mean, I don't think anybody knows. But
now you should be worried.
What, that I'm optimistic?
Aliens are coming.
Oh, that, yeah, no. Well, I don't know how much I'm buying into Alex going crazy.
No.
This little TED Talk right now.
That's fine.
But you know what, Alex, if all of these theories you've been telling us about that we have not believed in, if those end up being true, I'll be the first to go up to you and shake your hand and say I was wrong.
Yep. Right before we get fucking
we'll probably be murdered,
by a ray gun from these aliens.
Like what a time to be alive. during
we won't be alive.
During an alien invasion. I want to see that. If it happens, if it does happen.
You want to see...
I would.
If it does happen. Holy hell, what a time to be alive. If it does happen. That would be crazy, bro. That would be mind-shattering.
All right. Since I can only think of 3, these are the 3 we're going to go with. Should you choose a post-apocalyptic world to have to live through and survive, would you do zombie apocalypse? Would you do alien invasion? Or would you do like a nuclear fallout? That's all that comes to mind for me.
I would definitely not do zombies. I feel like that's too... you got to be very, very careful about that. And I know that I would mess up easily within like the first couple of days, maybe even the first week. And like get sick and then, perish and become a Zambamo. I don't want that. Because I know like I would be... If I were to perish and become a zombie, then I would probably kill somebody that I love dearly and be in no control of doing it, or get somebody infected or whatever. So I would absolutely not want that. Nuclear fallout, that seems like the more probable or plausible to happen. I think that would be very... I mean, you can't prepare for any of these, but I feel like nuclear fallout would be the most likely to happen. And I think from playing Fallout, I would be able to maybe survive like a week, maybe a week, maybe. And then I think alien invasion, that might be the most luxurious, right? Because like Fallout, you'd have to fight off other people, and kind of like a zombie apocalypse, but except nobody's, getting infected and killing each other, right? You're kind of just surviving and fighting off other like, actual people. Alien invasion might be a little bit more, like I said, not laid back, more tamed, depending on the alien species. If they want to just like enslave us, then we might just have to work for to live, or they might just keep us in like cages or whatever and not let us do anything, or experiment on us, and like maybe think that should we kill them, maybe not, maybe yes, and like that would probably make us like actually have to unify to take back our planet. If that were to happen, that'd be the better option for humanity to kind of like save itself in a way, I think. Because in nuclear fallout, you got people fighting against everybody else. Zombies is to shit, it's bad. You got a disease or whatever. Alien invasion might be the more funner way and the better way to unite humanity. And we would be forced to get along with each other because aliens clearly want to kill us. We would have to rise up to probably kill them. So I would pick alien invasion for sure.
In your head, is the alien invasion going Independence Day status by any chance?
I would say
and he would be Will Smith.
Yeah,
the pilot that saved it.
I would say a dream scenario would be like a combination between between Independence Day and War of the Worlds. One, because I think that in Independence Day, they get lucky to get a spacecraft to fly up to the mothership to kill them, right? They have to go off the planet to, kill them, basically. On War of the Worlds, you don't have to do that. Nature eventually killed the aliens. So I feel like I would dream scenario, a hybrid of those, to make it interesting. But I feel like I would lean more War of the Worlds because I think that's easier to, if they die by coronavirus, like they probably will, it'd be much easier to beat the aliens.
All right, Zach, you go ahead and give your answer real quick. I need to once again make sure I'm not being broken into because my dogs were trying to kill someone.
Now, Alex, I didn't realize we were picking dream scenarios. Where, I know. Both those situations you mentioned, humanity somehow wins just by sheer luck.
By luck, but I'm gonna take those odds, bro. I will take those odds.
See, I think I'm the opposite. I think the alien invasion, assuming that we're not somehow incredibly lucky by what we're deciding to invade just being so stupid.
Yes.
Off of this. I think there's no chance for anybody to survive in that case.
Ooh.
If that is indeed their goal. Because I mean, you have to imagine if any species has the ability to get to us, there's so many ways that they can ensure that every single person dies while making sure the planet doesn't explode. So I don't think there's much hope there.
So you're giving humanity no chance in this situation. We are toast.
Well, if it's our current time, then probably.
Yeah, there's absolutely no chance. No, not any chance whatsoever.
Not even if we have an ongoing pandemic.
If their actual goal is to kill everybody, there's no chance that anybody would live.
All right. Well, what about zombie and Fallout?
All right. So, you said nobody can prepare for the nuclear apocalypse, but people did it all throughout the Cold War because everybody was living in that fear of, the Soviets would launch nukes or the Americans would launch nukes. So everybody had like those fallout bunkers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, those probably wouldn't do all that much if it was like they nuked literally everything they could. I don't think anybody would live that either. If it was all out. So I think the only real option is zombies.
Really?
Which is also my nightmare scenario because I'm terrified of zombies.
Yeah, that would be an absolute nightmare. You become...
I just gave you a reason. Like, that's the only option left. I don't think there is the possibility that you could live in the other ones.
All right.
So that's the only one where you might have a chance, but I would be terrified the whole time. Is Dawn of the Dead. That just that got me terrified of zombies.
Yeah.
I mean, on the bright side, this is the perfect time for it to happen because there's so many zombie shows. I feel like everybody would
everyone's got an idea.
And like in every single one of those shows, like if they ever show the beginning, like the first week, somebody will see a zombie, they'll be like, oh no, what's happening? Like he's just walking around. They don't do anything and they just let them bite them. Like, I don't think there's a chance that anybody would do that now.
Oh,
like, yeah. As soon as they see somebody like walking around, just like hobbling around, they're like, oh my God, a zombie.
Yeah.
Even if they're just drunk.
All right, Michael.
That's going to be my answer.
What about you, Michael? What do you think?
100% zombies.
Oh.
And that's definitely on the bias of loving Resident Evil, having been playing zombie survival games recently. But the Fallout, I would be so terrified of radiation anywhere. It's probably going to be everywhere. Even if we went with the assumption if it was like the Fallout games where you're underground, you've been freaking frozen, whatever. Your generations past when the bombs went off, there's still the lingering radiation, which I feel like I'd be more scared of that than like not knowing if there were zombies around me, because you can't even like really see it. I don't even know how it like feels or anything. I don't know if anyone can say what it feels like other than like the tasting copper or whatever it was. Aliens, like Zach said, if they have the technology to come here and bring an armada, then we're definitely have the lower hand of technology. Zombies, yeah, I feel like that's the easiest of the three to survive and like build a community and just kind of defend against, because all you really got to worry about is if one of them gets close enough to you to bite you. He can't attack you from far away. It's not a danger you can't see. You'd also, you'd have to worry about other people too, but if you have a good group, then you're fine. So of all three of us, I don't know, Andrew might be dead, who knows, in this scenario.
So what if we
based
it off...
Andrew would just be too stubborn to actually go out to get like supplies or anything. Or we're like, Andrew, run, there's a zombie. Hold on.
Yeah.
So in Resident Evil, it's purely a bite and you get infected, right? Like you have to get bitten or clawed or whatever.
I believe so, but I mean with that it's just the transferring of the virus through like saliva, through blood, whatever. So even if you're scratched, if any kind of their fluids came into contact with any of your holes in your body, then yeah, you're probably gonna get infected.
Okay.
I don't think it's straight up just a bite.
All right. Well, Andrew is back, so we're gonna ask him that question right now. So Andrew, we've been talking about 2021.
Andrew, who would you bang?
And how it could have been like
Chris or Leon?
You gotta pick a apocalyptic scenario to live in, right? You got
to try and survive in
zombie apocalypse, nuclear fallout, or alien invasion.
You can tell them what we picked.
I picked Alien Invasion. They both picked Zombie Apocalypse.
But Alex also went the dream scenario and the Alien Invasion. Independence Day or War of the Worlds, where magically humans win.
I think that I think the question was, what would you rather live in? I think.
If you had to choose
one
to try and survive.
But I'm an optimistic, so I said I would rather.
Well, I am too. So I'm picking. Oh, actually, no. I don't think this would actually count as that. I was gonna pick the Fallout one because I don't actually think we would be able to survive the alien invasion.
So is it really just me then?
Or no. So okay. So let's say that they come. Mm-hmm. Obviously, it's 50-50 chance that we 1 win or 2 I get to survive. Mm-hmm. But I think the nuclear fallout. If I'm already survived that, I think my odds of continuing to live are higher. Than in the alien one, in the zombie one.
But don't you think that in the Fallout and in the zombie apocalypse, like you would be like more emotionally torn because like okay, think about this, zombie apocalypse. What if your sister or your brother gets infected, and how emotionally that would be to have to kill them, to live and survive, and other people, your friends, family, whatever gets infected, you got to kill them.
That makes sense,
right? And nuclear fallout. What if that's the same thing, but you're not like. Rabid or whatever. You're just fighting them because you're trying to survive, and you see like the darkness of humanity finally come out when you gotta loot and steal and kill and murder.
Still happen in the alien one.
I don't think so because think of this scenario.
Because you would still lose your family members with the alien one, and then.
But I feel like if
Alex thinks that Will Smith will unite the entire planet to go and defeat the
I really do. I believe that if aliens
Will
came,
Smith is going to be in the Fallout show.
No.
Should be.
Maybe.
But as his Independence Day character.
When Jack was giving his reasoning, well, we were both saying that if aliens come, then they have obviously better technology than us and could probably kick our ass.
But that's what I was thinking. True, but we don't know by how much better though.
But
we don't
Alex
know
was
that.
saying basically he's like, you don't have faith in America or like the world, mankind.
You don't have faith in mankind.
Technology.
You don't have faith in it.
No, of course not.
That's very sad. That's very sad because I do, and I think that if we were like I told this to them, but if we were invaded by aliens, I would say the dream scenario would be a hybrid between Independence Day and War of the Worlds
because we win.
The two best possible scenarios.
Yeah. Those are the two very, very, very best. Like if it was like some kind of like. Like alien, we'd probably be fucked. But like if it was those people, or like maybe even the Covenant. I mean, in those games, humanity wins, bro. So like I'm thinking, yeah, I think that they do. Like I was saying, like if we're humans being captured and enslaved by aliens,
well, technically I haven't won. There's another game coming out.
True, but like there's more of an optimistic possibility there that we can unite and defeat the aliens.
I don't think that last part, defeat, I don't think...
I don't know if we can completely eradicate
I'm not willing to
them.
bet on that.
I see.
You clearly are.
I am. Okay. So you picked... What would you pick, Fallout?
Fallout one.
What would you go after that?
He just
probably the zombie one and then the alien one.
So aliens is last. You see
I'm not basing this off of what do I like. I'm basing this off of my chances of living.
Alex said the alien one would be the most fun to survive.
It would be the time of your life. Imagine that. Just think about that.
People are dying.
Well, okay, first of all, we really don't know, like, okay, zombie apocalypse and Fallout pretty much have, like, predictable ways of happening, right? The planet goes to shit no matter what, right? Alien invasion, there's a possibility they could destroy the planet, yes, or they could just, enslave us.
Wait. In this scenario, the aliens are here to kill us.
No, nobody said that.
What?
We just said those scenarios.
I said alien invasion.
Yeah, invasion doesn't mean
as in they're here to kill us. Not like they're here.
He just said
they
alien
buy
invasion.
Half of California and then half of Texas and then just live. Here.
I know that, not that, but he didn't say like they were gonna wipe us out. He just said invasion. So when I think of invasion, invasion, like there's a little bit of hope. I would say there's a little bit of hope in that.
An instance of invading a country or region with an armed force.
Yeah.
With an armed force, but
Alex,
doesn't say
in your
kill.
two scenarios you gave in Independence Day and War of the Worlds, they're here to kill.
Yes, I understand that.
So
but
I don't see
think
why there's confusion.
This isn't fucking Paul.
I know that, but what I'm saying is like I don't think that they're gonna fucking like Death Star us. Like boom, like that.
In a negative connotation.
There's many other ways to kill us.
Exactly, but I feel like if the aliens aren't careful, we could uprise and kill them. I'm just saying that that's a very good possibility that could happen. I'm just thinking about what I want to happen and why I am optimistic. But because I feel like nuclear fallout and zombie apocalypse are just so grim, and that there's like no way to come back. I know that, but I feel like there's no way to come back from any of those, because if you come back from nuclear fallout, what you got, like centuries of the planet fucking radiated. You can't even live there.
That's the point. Eventually,
zombies, you're gonna kill off everybody fucking. And like how are you gonna like provide like a cure for that?
Why is it a foregone conclusion in a zombie apocalypse that everybody has to die?
Because
I think that's the one scenario where I think it's more likely that most people will live in that.
But look at like the past, like the Black Plague that wiped up so many people, and they couldn't stop it. They had to, it finally like died out.
But we're here though.
I understand that, but if there's
Alex, that's 2/3 lived. They only killed 1/3.
I understand
that's a lot of people living.
But again, if we're talking about a super zombie virus that has the potential to just spread at will,
you're like
I feel like
in your own extra.
I feel like that there's
still
still
extra details for all of these. While we're just going general.
I just feel like there's a better chance to survive aliens than anything else.
I don't think so either.
I would not roll the dice on that one.
I believe in humanity.
We can't just be like, send in a fucking Abrams to take out this giant spacecraft that's in the sky.
We don't know if we can try. We don't know that. If we try, we don't know.
But first of all, I don't think they can look that straight up. I think they can go like a little bit.
I think it's like 60 degrees up from the ground. That's
in
not
your
a lot.
scenario. I think in Alex's scenario, it is like the movie where there's one lone Will Cruz or Tom Smith that brings in like a bomb into the heart of a spaceship.
I loved that.
And just blows up to smithereens the whole alien race.
And in Alex's dreams, he is that guy.
Oh yeah. I would sacrifice myself for humanity against aliens.
So if you died and mankind won, you're fine?
Yeah. Oh fuck yeah. Oh fuck yeah.
But that means you lose.
I lose. Delusions of grandeur.
I thought it was
just terrifying.
What we personally will live through.
Yeah.
And
but I think like I'm so much smaller than the entire species.
Well, that's a fact.
Obviously, but like a better way to make sure that the species survives. Oh. I think we got a better shot at aliens. I just do.
Jesus.
You know what? Before you came back, we were talking about 2021 and what we think that it's going to happen. I gotta say this, man. Ever since you got your sub button on your stream, I've been so proud of you.
Have you?
Oh God! Before
I
that,
have.
Fuck off, Andrew. Before that button, I guess.
Alex, before you even go into that, like we were saying, like 2020 was just nothing but darkness. But in that darkness, there was a glimmer of hope for Andrew.
A glimmer. Like,
Andrew, what happened?
There was a firefly of hope.
You know who you are? Who was born in the darkness? You're Bane.
Okay.
I mean, you're Bane. I wasn't trying to say Andrew's a villain.
No. Not as a bad guy, but just like, born out of darkness. And you've excelled. Now you got your sub button, and
I guess.
I gotta say, man.
Andrew, he leveled up, right?
I leveled up in Twitch. I'm an affiliate now.
You know why I was so proud of you? Because it's been like for so long when I go into your stream, and I see like
many hours out in stream.
2 viewers, and then this week just alone, like the week after you got your button, it jumped up like 9, 8, 10.
Yeah.
So it's like, wow, dude, this is great. I like seeing it, and I just like I want to say that I'm really proud of you.
Thank you, Alex.
I like it.
I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. And I just hope it continues and you continue to do well. I just want to hear like what are your plans for 2021 and how to elevate that.
Oh, I don't know how to elevate that.
Oh, he trapped you. This was a trick.
No, it's not a trick. I just want to see like maybe you branch out with games. Maybe you try something different. Maybe you.
That's a big
no. So passive aggressive.
Bro. No. I'm just like I'm wondering like is there a game?
Sounds so sad.
Is there a game that you're looking forward to in coming out this year that like I can't wait to stream that. It's gonna be fun.
Halo.
Yep, I knew it.
Well, I think everybody's just ready for that game to come out.
Yeah, I think everyone is, because Halo 5 is clearly like the more advanced one. Like it just looks better than the other ones to some degree. But and then obviously the better games to play are like the original Halo games. But there's not a lot of people that are on there, and if the people that are on there are either very bad, like they just started playing, or they're very good and have not stopped playing since the original release of the games. So it's
20 years.
It's a very mixed bag of people. So it's very frustrating when you go back in and you're like, wow, I'm getting my ass kicked.
There's not that giant pool of middle ground people to play against.
So when Halo Infinite comes out eventually, that's what I want. I want all of us to come together as just Halo fans to play again on one game. Hopefully it's good where we can all stay there.
Yes.
And you know, sometimes migrate back to Master Chief Collection and play the classics, but mainly play Infinite.
Yeah. I want the days of Halo Reach again. I feel like that was our peak of
Halo.
As many of us playing at one time. We always had like a full lobby. It was great.
A lot of fun. I know, Zach, that's probably your game of the year too, right? Halo, when that comes out?
Yes.
It's mine too, but what about you, Michael? Is it something else?
What for? What
like
I'm looking forward
most
to?
anticipated game of 2021.
Is I don't even know if God of War's coming out.
I think it is.
I think it's supposed to.
There's that and Horizon Zero Dawn 2 or whatever that one's called.
Oh, I don't care about that. I played the first one. I thought it was okay. I couldn't. It felt like a soft kind of Ubisoft game. It was like the whole map. All these fortresses you gotta take over. All these little colonies and stuff. And I was like, damn it!
Scared me.
You can't get away from Ubisoft. So yeah, for right now I'll say. Well, actually, I don't know. I don't like Kratos anymore ever since he came to Fortnite.
Oh.
So, I don't know.
Well, that's really
all we need now is Chris Redfield.
Yeah.
Chris Redfield and whoever, Ezio or something from Assassin's Creed, and then probably what's his name, Sam Fisher. Then Michael needs to go.
Oh yeah.
I think that'd be the end of Michael. His life force would have given out.
They're already starting to jab me a little bit with Green Arrow in there.
Oh hell yeah!
Maybe they're getting closer and closer to Chris Redfield. I don't even know.
Dude,
watch this week. There's gonna be a leak that Chris Redfield's coming.
Oh dude.
Oh wait, Resident Evil. What am I saying? Resident Evil Village.
8.
Yeah, that's my game of the year that I'm looking forward
Number
to.
1. Okay.
See a God of War. Hell yeah, bro. Chris Redfield's back. Isn't that good?
Evil.
Again, but what if he's in
Well,
Fortnite?
We don't know if he's evil.
I hope he's evil. Just to mess with Michael.
Like Andrew said, maybe it's some clone shit. That's always. I love. Me and Andrew will always talk about shows or games. We always come back to that. Maybe it's a clone.
It's Bizarro.
Like in Fast and Furious, we were like, is that a Bizarro Dom? Is that an evil clone of Dom?
That movie was like I would have loved it if there's a scene where the enemies are creating their own Dom. And like, yes, now we'll take them down.
Oh my god.
I thought it was going to be some shit from Logan, where he passes by himself on the stairs, like the clone's coming back, oh, there's 2 Vins.
Oh, wouldn't that be so epic?
It's like
No,
young Vin, some Gemini man shit.
Wait a minute. I thought you didn't like Fast and Furious anymore.
No, I was saying
At the
before
time.
it came out.
Oh, before. Okay,
When the trailers were coming out for it, I was telling Michael, like, what if it's Bizarro Dom? Or what if they just created a Terminator
We're trying
Dom
to hypothesize
that's going to
why
come
Dom.
out and kill the real Dom?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if they did that, it wouldn't top the ridiculousness that I've seen of the game. Have you guys seen any gameplay of that?
The Fast and Furious game?
Fast and Furious Crossroads?
Mm.
That
I
thing
have not.
looks so
Bad?
Holy fuck, dude. I actually watched somebody play it, and the game just looked like first of all, it looked very, very cheap. Like really cheaply made. The character models look gross. I don't even want to look at them. And the funny thing is that they have Vin Diesel and Tyrese Gibson and all of them voicing their characters. And I'm just thinking, like, did they know that this was gonna look this bad? Like, it looks just terrible.
Vin presented it with pride.
He
E3.
did.
He walked out and everything.
So I think we need to be very, careful about the new Ark game because he's in it.
Yeah, but that
trailer.
one's not as much in his hands.
True.
As Fast and Furious.
True.
Yeah, there's way more people involved.
And that's a sequel, so like that gameplay style, like that's already there.
It's already been
So
established.
like they can't just go absolutely crazy and change everything to Fast and Furious kind of stuff.
Yeah. But there was a mission. It's at the very end. It's spoiler, but I don't know if anybody's gonna play it. So spoiler warning.
Spoiler.
I guess spoiler warning. It is so crazy because they take elements of the movie and put it into the game. They have to stop.
Did they just copy fight scenes like in Resident Evil?
Oh no! The whole game is in a car. You don't step out of the car. You're in the car the entire time.
Even the cutscenes?
Oh,
they
the cutscenes, yes.
Parking lots and like
the cutscenes, yeah, they're doing other things, but they don't do much. They just talk and like prepare a job, and that's it. But the ending was just so bad because
you watched the whole game.
No, I was just like skimming through parts of it, and like the ending, they have to take down a fucking rocket that's blasting off, and they do it, and then
with cars,
yes, because each car has like a special ability. Like one can hack, one can grapple, one can shoot rockets, one can shoot a machine gun and everything like that. So like what they did is you team up to take down the rocket. As it's going up, they take it out, but then it falls on its side, and then we get a fucking Fast and the Furious, I think it was 6 or 5 with the long ass runway. You get that all over again, but chasing a rocket. And at the end of the trail is a fucking oil refinery. So you know you have to do it because you'll fucking blow up the whole fucking city. And I was just sitting there looking at it like, I can't believe this got made. I really cannot believe it.
That's almost like in the movies right now.
I know.
In the eighth one, there's that whole thing at the very, very end where they actually shoot a missile at Dom, and he's outmaneuvering it, and he has to do all this shit to dodge it. And then obviously the part about the runway.
Is
in there. So it's almost like they just took things.
Oh, and by the way, Dom gets off his car and gets on the rocket and deactivates something, and then jumps off of his car or the rocket onto a car and is like perfectly fine. I was like, oh my god, man, this is even worse.
I don't hear what's so far-fetched about this. In Halo 2, Master Chief gets the bomb off of their ship and puts it on the other alien ship. So they're like the same guy, same power level.
No. First of all, you couldn't stand on a rocket for that long.
Spartan.
You couldn't even stand on a rocket moving anyway. That's not possible.
They have a lot.
Well, you can't.
Or
Vin Diesel can.
Maybe.
Buck. They should have Vin Diesel play Buck.
Oh yeah. Nobody would like that. Nobody would like that. Speaking of bad games, is there a bad game that you played last year? Like a really bad game? Like a stinker?
Red Dead 2.
That didn't come out last year.
I know, I'm just trying to pick on you.
No, I don't know.
No?
I don't know.
Zach, any bad game that you played last
Andrew
year?
doesn't go out of his way to
actively
avoids bad games.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the only
Same
one
thing
that I
with Zach.
think even comes close, I think, is we got a game called In Silence on our computers. It was.
Oh my god!
worth it.
This is such a blow. God.
Sorry,
We
Jesus.
played it once, and I don't think any of us really had that much fun with it. It was like you could tell, like it had just come out recently, and it was like the early access kind of game where there was almost no content in it, and it was kind of a waste of money and time.
God. What are you doing there, if I can ask?
Like somebody places like a monster that's hunting everybody else. Everybody else has to be quiet and like go throughout this like little village looking for parts to repair a car so they can escape. And just the whole time you're trying to be quiet, but there's like traps everywhere that make noise so the monster can come and find you. But somebody can play as the monster, so it's just I don't know.
You know what? I didn't play it, but Marvel's Avengers.
Ooh.
That game.
Yeah, I heard that was terrible.
What a tank.
I heard about that. That's a shame.
It is a shame.
I played the trial, but it technically is a full game.
Oh.
FIFA 21. Horrible game. A fucking disgrace to the franchise, to the people that buy it. That is a great fucking example of how EA is so fucking lazy with making a new game. Because you know what?
Sure.
People will fucking buy it just to play it. Just because they like soccer that much. And it's crazy because like they know that will happen and they just keep putting out the same horse shit over and over again.
If only I could stuff you in a time machine and send you back to 2012 so you can warn young Alex about this and be like, stop buying these.
FIFA 11 and FIFA 12 were the best FIFAs, bro. They were so good. They were so much fun. It was so easy to score goals, and now it's so fucking hard and difficult. Now they added all these fucking new ways to control the player and do other things that's like, what is this? This is silly.
So it's not bad. It's just...
Oh, no, but it is bad.
Alex
That's
is
not the
worse.
bad part about it. The bad part about it is that it just plays like shit.
Oh my.
The AI is trash. The AI won't mark people. The AI will not fucking do what you want them to do sometimes. If you go for a header, they will put like a shit header, and the goalkeeper will just get it like that. So it's like, what is this? They added like the thing, like, you know, like it used to be when you hold B, you would, power up the shot, and when you let it go, it would go, right? So if you overpower it too hard or long, the ball would just... Zoom. This one, you got to, like, time it and then hit it, like, right when the little marker, it lands in green.
Oh, like in 2K.
Yeah, like in 2K. But it's like, oh, my God, I don't like this. It was perfectly fine before, and I'm just like, oh, my God.
Works in 2K.
That was painful. I
That's how
didn't
Madden
like
works
that.
too.
I didn't like that one bit. I heard Madden was even worse, the 21. So I'm glad that I didn't even play that.
What a shame.
It was
Star Wars Squadrons.
Did you play
I
it?
heard that was good, right?
It was fun. I didn't get to finish it, though, because I had the trial. Maybe I'll pick it up.
Oh, Godfall.
Godfall.
The PS5 launch title.
Bro, that came and went for me. Like, I didn't even know when it came out. I just saw ads, and then the ads went away.
It just, I was watching it on Twitch, and it was like, going up there in views, like, immediately, just, like, no content. Nothing to watch.
I watched, like, some reviews on it, and it just looked like the biggest money grab kind of game possible.
It was one of those games you would see, like, it was misadvertised on YouTube. It's like, get this, like, super good looking game on your phone, and, like, it actually looks like that good, but there's not much to do in it.
It's on your phone,
done
too?
with it.
On mobile?
No.
Oh.
There used to be, like, these mobile ads that would pop up all the time for me and Zach, where they would just pull footage of
like actual games, like PC games.
It's nothing the mobile game looks like, because when you play it, it's like some 2D piece of shit.
It's like Classic Clans kind of thing. And it's like,
no.
It's like, it does not look like this at all. But that game, it was just one of those. It was back like when the Xbox One first came out and the PS4. It was that game Rise Son of Rome. And
it
on
looks
the PlayStation,
great, but just bad actual game.
On the PlayStation, the equivalent was like The Order 1776, something like that. It just looks really nice, but it's very bare bones. Not a lot to do. So those games, very disappointed. Very sad. Also, Fast and Furious. I gotta reiterate.
None of us have played. Alex has only watched and is not pleased.
You know what game I wish that didn't come out this year?
Cyberpunk?
No, not that.
Assassin's Creed.
No.
Okay, I give up.
Among Us.
Oh.
It didn't come out
that's
this
just
year.
because you hate
Yeah. Oh, he got you.
Well, when did it come out then?
this year?
Like 2
It's been
years
out
ago.
Why have I never seen it then?
Because it wasn't that popular before.
Well,
Yep.
what I don't like about that game, that I really don't like about that game,
that
it was on mobile and PC before console.
Yes.
I know that's your big shtick.
yes, the absolute audacity of that company to fucking put the game that maybe I would
it's straight up
I
like
love
3
his
people.
attitude.
maybe I would have
Your big
given it a
shtick.
shot to play it, but I don't have a PC. I'm an Xbox guy. But it
You
not
could just
being
buy a PC
no, I'm not gonna buy a PC to play a game. Fuck that. But
Well, don't worry, it's coming out on Xbox.
But they're
in spring.
That company's audacity to just put that on mobile on your iPhone and on the PC.
That's where it came out first.
It did?
On phones, yeah.
No fucking way, bro. How come I see everybody play it on the fucking PC then?
Why would they play it on the phone?
Yeah, it's nicer playing on a
But
computer.
wasn't it
with, like, a
made for the
controller.
phone, or was it made for PC?
It originally was, but it just controls better. And, like, there's meetings where you have to type stuff in. It's just easier on an actual keyboard than on your phone. Because you can type a little bit faster.
And I guess I just got kind of annoyed with like the people just like the
No.
I guess you could say the culture around it, like saying sus all the time and all that. I just kind of got annoyed
Not
by
even a
that.
word.
Michael loves it.
Alex is just a cranky old man.
No,
bro.
it was just something that I saw.
Think about. Hold
I
on, take a
observed.
second. Think about what you're saying. Think about all your gripes with it. It boils down to you just not liking the young people.
No, that's not it
playing
at all. I
was
just
gonna
what I
say-
said.
I was gonna say, they could say the exact same thing about you in Halo. Why don't they put it on everything else? They only have it on Xbox.
You know what? But that's been a thing for over a decade.
Or the PC people can complain. Like, why is this on here? Get this shit off.
You have to talk to Microsoft about that. It's
But
been
you're
been like
complaining about this with Among Us.
it's been like that for
I just
a decade.
said, what if they come up to you and say that to you?
Mm-hmm. I would say, well, you know what? Halo did that when they first launched. It was
So did Among Us.
Yep.
we've been going for years with Halo being on the Xbox only. The
They have been for 2
exclusivity of
years.
it.
Okay, now it's on PC.
Now it's on PC, but that's also Microsoft. So like
It was always Microsoft.
I understand that. I get that. I understand that. But the thing is, Halo is an Xbox legend. It's the legacy of Halo that it's become part of the console itself, right? You see Xbox, you think of Master Chief. They've got that branding. That's what it's all about now.
I think of Sus.
And they think when you think of Halo, you think of couch multiplayer on the Xbox. To the Xbox 360 One, now the Series X, it's built up that reputation. So now it makes sense. Among Us is some bullshit game app that went to PC that everybody liked. They use those dumbass terms.
Is it their fault that they waited so long to make this game? They didn't come in at the time of consoles launching to become a legend, as you say.
I just think that
by that reasoning, anything that comes out from this point on should not be
good,
that great of a game.
But I mean, Alex all the legends in that boat.
They're already
hates new things.
It's just the times that they were released. They
What? This is the most petty thing I've ever heard.
No. It's because Halo has always been that, and they've been that since they were made. Among Us, they had the opportunity to be on. I'm sure they said you want to be on. What do you want to be on after the phone? We'll be on PC. And then what about that? Oh, we'll wait. We'll make the console people not have it yet.
I assume it is expensive to do that.
I don't care. You've made money. Do it.
Different versions of their games.
But there's still only 3 developers.
That's bullshit.
Whole team is 3 people.
This fucking.
There was a game at some conference thing this year that one man made.
Yeah, yep. True. I mean, I'm just sour about it. I'm sick of hearing about it and seeing it. I'm just oh god.
Because you can enjoy it.
Probably, yeah. Or it's just
get it again. Mentality.
The audacity of not being on my console. It's just get on my console.
It is though.
And then fucking
your refusal to meet people halfway just astounds me. Come to me.
I will
come.
This is why we're doomed to the
not halfway.
I am a consumer, and I want to consume this on my platform that I have already bought. I don't want to have to buy another platform.
Consume another platform.
Fuck no! I'm not going to consume another platform.
Alex, it's on another platform that you've already bought as well. It's your phone.
I don't want to play it on my phone. I don't want to play it on my phone. I want to play it on my Xbox.
Yeah, it's just you being stubborn.
Yeah.
So when it comes to Xbox in the next month or 2, will you play it? Because then all your qualms are solved.
Yeah, I'll try it.
I doubt it.
If I get annoyed by Sus, I'll quit it. I will quit, but I will give it a shot. If it gets to me too much that I can't handle it.
The whole point of the game, though.
I know that. Why can't you just say suspicious?
So you're just saying out right now.
It's just shorthand.
Alex, you're even going to be typing on a controller, so you're going to have to use abbreviations like that.
No. You could buy a fucking adapter and type away like that.
So you want everybody to buy another accessory for another, 40, 50 bucks?
I said I will. I'm not saying you have to, but I'm saying that I will.
But that means other people will say sus. And then you're saying, just go buy a keyboard. You're telling them to spend another $40 to $50.
Again, that's your choice if you do that.
Oh my god.
If you want
just
to
stay away from Alex because you're a monster.
If you see Alex in your lobby, leave.
If 2021, if I turn out to be saying sus in 2021, then we have a problem. Then we have a big problem. Yeah, me. I would have a big problem.
We'll go on fine.
You guys will, but I won't. I will be struggling with myself. I said sus. I cannot say that. Anyway, I think we'll wrap it up there. Thank you for coming back. It was a bit late, but you were out. Probably didn't think that you were going to be out there that late. Michael, Zach, thank you. I hope you guys had a happy New Year, by the way.
Happy New Year.
Hope you guys had a happy New Year. Looking forward to the future in 2021. I just want to say thank you guys for listening to us. Thank you for watching us on YouTube. Again, you can follow the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube at Out of the Ordinary Friends. And we'll see you guys next week.